Hello everyone, this is Dr. Scott. I want to welcome everyone to our iZigg 90210 webinar review. Today we're going to go through just really quickly open market results of utilizing mobile, utilizing 90210, and most importantly the personal financial benefits that are available to you by assisting currently with our national brand expansion, which in the upcoming months will transition to global. Big market space right now, mobile. It's definitely where the dollars are. And on the line here today, I'm really honored to have both a dear friend of mine along with a local business owner, in this case, franchise owner of Papa John's Pizza, Robert Eggers. Robert, first of all, it's an honor to have you on the line here today. And I know that a lot of folks with this transition to mobile don't really understand the impact and most importantly, the results that can be created in a very, very short period of time. So would you mind sharing, first of all, just a little bit about the business that you run? Then we'll look at what attracted you to utilizing mobile, 90210, and then most importantly, again, the results that you're experiencing. So first of all, share with the folks on the line. We've got professionals on from all across the country. Share with us a little bit about your Papa John's Pizza franchise.
Sure, Dr. Scott. Thanks for having me on. It was about, I'm on my 16th week with iZigg now. One of my employees' parents brought it to me and thought it would be a good opportunity for me to try. Had been looking at mobile in the past, but really wasn't too interested in it. Didn't do a lot of texting, but I figured I got four stores around the University of Georgia. I figured I'd better catch up at times a little bit. So I just put up a poster, 8.5 by 11 at each counter, 4 locations. The first 2 weeks I had 109 people opt in. I just joined our mobile VIP club. And what I really want to do is I really want to track it with my system. So I did something. I did a promotion. I did order online, so if you couldn't order online, you weren't able to order. I did for pickup only, so if you couldn't pick it up, you wouldn't be able to order. And this was just to the 109 people. Well, I sent out a special on food cost price for me. It was $3.99 for a large one-topping pizza. Well, it was one day only, and out of those 109 texts I sent out, I had 537 redemptions. Now, being in the business since '84, you kind of get the, you know that 10% return is big, a 20% return would be huge, but not a 500% return. That just does not happen. So after that, I was all in. Told a couple of my buddies, and they got in. Different franchisees, and I ended up actually getting mine for free with being an agent. So after that, I just been pushing it like crazy. After it's been 15 weeks now, just starting the 16th week, I've got 2,900 people opted in now. And this was the most amazing thing, is I've been using Facebook for 3.5 years now. We just broke 2,000, but the day we were breaking 2,000 that morning, it took me 10 weeks, and I hit 2,000 first with iZigg with the opt-in, then Facebook in 3.5 years. That was amazing. Since then, it's just keep going. I'm at 2,100, 2,150 for likes on Facebook. I'm almost breaking 3,000 on the opt-ins. So, I mean, it is phenomenal. The return on your investment when you push out specials is huge. No matter how few people you have, I had 109, I got 500 and something orders. So you can do it with small business, big business, doesn't matter. As long as you do it, it works well.
Yeah, when you look at it, those are impactful numbers. When you look at, say again, 3.5 years, when you look at Facebook, developed 2,000 opt-in followings, which transition here was done in basically 10 weeks. And to push out an offer to 109 people and have 537 redemptions, that's massive. And what impresses me in regard to the platform that we have is exactly what you stated, that you take a platform which clearly, irrefutably, allows you to better brand your respective company, your finance return, but most importantly, also allows you to take what is normally a liability or an expense and turn that into a profit center for you and your family. Would you mind sharing just a little bit about that and, you know, your attraction to that and why that resonated so well, not just being a customer, but also being included in the brand equity through your referrals?
Well, yeah, that was pretty amazing because I wasn't told at the beginning when I first signed up that it was direct sales or network where you could actually make some money off it. So I was using it strictly as a product. I wasn't, you know, and I was looking at the $2,500. That's an investment. I can get a return on that very quickly, just cut out a couple pieces of print. But then when I started seeing the opportunity, you know, to make money with it, just the comp plan, the 25% residual, and when I speak to anybody, I just talk to them about that. I don't bother going into any other bonuses, anything like that. That's how a lot of other companies get paid, is just on that binary plan. So doing the math and looking at it, it's such a viable product. Anybody I tell about it, it's basically signing up. I just wish I had more time. You know, now's our busy season with football season. I wish I had more time to focus on iZigg. I do what I can when people come to see me, different vendors and different advertising people and things like that. And majority of the ones that I know have signed up. It's just amazing. And they've had a lot of success with it also, utilizing it, A, for their employees, or utilizing it, B, to build sales, because it's a great tool for communicating and communicate instant with hundreds of your employees at the click of a mouse.
Yeah, when you look at, and I appreciate you being on here, Robert. I'll let you get back into your night because I know that you had to step away. But when you look at, guys, what Robert just stated, first of all, I don't care what business you're in. I don't care what the company, what the product, what the service, what the cause. Mobile is impactful. It's real time. It's local. It provides such impactful results with a click of a button, whether that be to acquire new clientele, whether it be to bring existing customers back, or as Robert just stated, for your company to have internal communication with your existing employees, etc. The list is endless in regard to what you can do with our iZigg 90210 mobile platform. And this is how we've spread across the entire country, now representing everything from political campaigns to major national brands across the country to small mom-and-pop business-to-personal campaigns. And when you look at the results of it comparative to any other form of branding and advertising, it's off the charts in regard to where the market is today. Guys, you don't need to read a statistical report. You don't need to read analytics, although they're everywhere. Just look around any community across this country and look where people's eyes are glued. They're glued to their mobile device. And again, I don't care who you are, what you do. If you're not communicating through that one and only device that people carry with them everywhere, you are never going to sustain yourself in today's on-the-go society. iZigg and 90210 is no longer under judge and jury. The verdict is in. We have the world-class, the .com of the mobile media sector. Everything as you see before you, from political campaigns to examples in just communities across this country, this one being in Dayton, Ohio. Guys, Dayton, Ohio is a city that has just been impacted so heavily regarding the economy. Several big corporations have pulled out. It directly affected the local market. If you look at what we've accomplished right here in Dayton, Ohio, with the assistance of National Director Greg Akers, with Regional Director Jamie McGuire, with Ted Zabakis, with just a few key individuals, look before you all the different brands that we represent. Everything from universities to communities to retail to restaurants to entertainment venues to doctors to attorneys. It's exciting to see what we have in our hands. And guys, what we have in our hands is a game changer. And if you're on this line here today looking for money, looking for financial viability for you and your family, you found it. we look at out there in the market today, currently we are experiencing, with really no end in sight, one of the worst economic times in American history. A recent article printed in the New York Times on July 13th of 2011 called The Startup Review. The premise of the article is the fact that currently we're experiencing a 9.2% unemployment rate, which is currently increasing. We have one of the highest debt loads, one of the highest stress factors, and we're no longer in our parents' job market. You have to look, what are your options today to make money? It used to be that you could go to school, get a good job, work for that job for 30 years, and enjoy secure retirement benefits. Those days are gone. They're over. Today, individuals go from job to job to job to job to job to job to job, average person having 14 positions by the young age of 38. So we look at, if you want to have instability in your life, take the corporate America route. So individuals don't want the unstable path, so they're looking. But what are your options? We look at traditional business and franchising. It's not even an option for people because they're undercapitalized. Banks aren't lending. The average business, even the smallest business, is going to cost you tens of thousands. Franchising, hundreds of thousands. It's filled with risk. It's filled with liability. And it's truly not an option both from the financial side as well as the time side. So if that's not the answer, what is? Then you look at all the different products and services that are out there in the market, from the next Wonder Juice to the next travel deal to the next vitamin, the next mineral. Not that they're bad products, but it's at best a very, very competitive landscape. Unless you have a very competitive edge in today's tough economy, don't even begin competing. It is essential that we as Americans look at the landscape and go, what does this country need? This country doesn't need recovery. It's never going to recover to what it once was because the tens of millions of jobs that Americans have lost are never going to be seen again. Why? Because they no longer exist. This country needs to reinvent. And reinvention comes from who built this country, entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs understand the fact that you go where the money is. You can be the hardest working person working in the wrong job or the wrong career. I love when Greg Akers states, it's not the business you're in, it's when you're in that business. There was a time to be in the mortgage business. There was a time to be in encyclopedia sales. There was a time to be in any form of business. Today, the money is in mobile with no end in sight. We are at the midst, at the very forefront of a global mobile revolution. It's more than a trend. It's more than a convergence. It's literally the new economy. Just as 18 years ago, we transitioned to the internet, email, and this brand new e-commerce, electronic commerce. Today, the E is switching to an M, to mobile. It's the new economy. And if you as an individual want to create not just the financial home run of your life, but also to have the mobility and flexibility to truly enjoy life, you found it. Now, we make it very clear in all of our calls, all of our communication, that we provide no financial claims. There's no guarantees. This isn't about getting an agency with iZigg and expecting money to fall from the sky. What this is about working smart in the right market sector at the right time. And iZigg is the game changer. And we are transitioning lives, not just a few thousands, soon to be tens of thousands across this country, where we can go and we can build the biggest brand in mobile media, and you can have as big a piece of that brand as you choose. We take 70 cents out of every revenue dollar, and we redirect back to you, not to go sell, not to be a mobile media expert, but just as Robert stated, to simply share with your contacts. And as you direct those individuals over to view our 3 short videos, which are online 24/7, or can be viewed directly on your mobile device by simply texting mobile to 90210, you can't help but locate individuals like Robert that want to utilize the .com of the mobile media sector to brand themselves, their company, their product, their service, their cause. And simultaneously, you can't help but locate entrepreneurs and Americans that want more in life and want to financially benefit from building the biggest brand in that space. So we look at how do you start that process? Well, thankfully, iZigg has done everything. We've created the brand. We handle customer service. We handle research and development for future product and service offerings, of which would be extensive with the influx of smartphones with endless space to move in the mobile media sector, all of which is commissionable to you. We look at the fact that there's no accounting, no bookkeeping. We handle everything. And you can start an agency where you can build not just in your local market, but you can build anywhere across the entire United States with zero territorial restrictions, which in the upcoming months, again, will spread into the international market. First, you need a $99 license called our charter membership. Then you simply choose between either of our agency packages. Our agency promo pack is a one-time $349. That's an annual package. Or you can choose our ultimate partnership, which is called our Charter Platinum. It's $2,495 plus the $99 for the charter membership. You take each of those packages, whether it be the agency promo pack or the Charter Platinum partnership, and equate them down to daily business expense. Guys, that allows you not only to have our platform for the entire year, again, with none of the contingencies that you need to contend with in normal business, traditional or franchise, and you have the ability to go build wealth for you and your family where you can truly be free, where your mobile device is literally your business, whether you're stuck in rush hour traffic, whether you're walking through the mall, or wherever you may be, you're in business. Guys, that equates down to as little as $1.23 per day for you to go build a life transitional income for you and your family. Any individual that can't make that unbelievably profitable in this market sector at this time with no end in sight is essential in today's economy to keep your investments low, your overhead low, and your profit potential massive. That's exactly what we provide, and we provide it to you at the right time in the market sector. Again, you create wealth at the very forefront, at the beginning, not at the middle, not at the end, but at the beginning of that transition. The transition rate right now to mobile is 11 times faster than when we transitioned to the internet. Over the past 2 years, we have created the fastest growing firm in that space, going by the other companies in this space like they're standing still. Not only because we have the superior mobile platform, but most importantly, we have the best ability to acquire market share through the power of people. Guys, we are very quickly approaching that tipping point here in the U.S. market where companies grow 10, 15, 20, 100, 200-fold, depending on the time and the type of company, as to the income of the individuals who are fortunate to be involved prior to that tipping point. Guys, we have perfect timing with the perfect market sector at the perfect time. And you have the ability to go out and change and transition your life and create not only that financial return, but most importantly, the ability to be mobile and the ability to be free. Guys, get with the person who invited you onto this webinar and get your agency started, not tomorrow, today. You have the ability to be part of building the biggest brand in mobile media, and you have the ability to build the ultimate life and lifestyle for you and your family, not by selling, not by being a mobile media expert, but by simply sharing this brand, directing over to view our 3 short videos, and allowing this team to get on the phone and answer questions with you and on your behalf. Simply follow that process, do it now, and do it at a pace like there's no tomorrow, because the reality is that if you don't immediately contact every single person you know about this brand, someone else will, and they'll profit rather than you. As individuals, we obviously have vast limitations, but as a team, this team in this market sector at this time with this brand, with our team and systems in place, we are absolutely unstoppable. Guys, welcome to iZigg. Welcome to a brand new life. And together, again, we're going to go build the biggest brand in mobile media, and together we're going to completely transition the lives and lifestyles of each of our respective families. With that, we'll conclude this webinar. Get with the person who referred you and activate your agency today. Again, welcome to iZigg.